We're not here to shame. We listen and we do not judge. Hey there, my handsome and pretty little Cobras, and welcome back to the Cobra's Nest. For those of you who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra and I make minimalism videos. So today's minimalism video is how to gamify saving, because I want this year to be an amazing financial year for all my little Cobra babies. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. I got 5 things I want to talk about, so let's get it. Let's go. Woo. Okay, so coming in at number 1. So gamify saving or have fun saving, I think is the only way to make this fun. And the first thing I want to recommend is record your spendings. I know at first it may be really stressful and really hard, especially if your finances are like not in a good place. Like if your finances are completely mess, this is probably not something that you want to do, but that is part of the funnest part of growing your savings, is like watching it grow. Whether it be you start to climb out of the negative, start climbing out of the red. And I know how painful that could be because I was 70K in the red. So I know exactly how that feels. That's why I can sit here and give this kind of advice. I know it's not fun. I know it's very painful, but that's why I can sit here and tell you guys like it will be okay, and you just got to rip off the band-aid. Once you get everything in order, once you get the numbers straight, once you figure out what credit card owes what, how much do you owe to your student loans, how much do you owe to like family and friends, we're not here to shame. We listen and we do not judge. Hey there, my handsome and pretty little Cobras, and time for a quick little commercial break. So thank you so much to EPI or Epi for kindly gifting today's PR package. It's a very lovely 3-carat moissanite ring, and I want to share that with you guys. So let us get right into the unboxing. So let's open her up. I'm super excited to show you guys because I've actually been wearing it a lot before I did the unboxing because I kind of wanted to give it a fair review. So let's take out all the pieces and let's open her up. So this is what she looks like. And then inside is this really lovely little box. Oh, that's so pretty. So yeah, I requested this one in oval. I really like the more elongated shapes over like the classic like princess cut. I have a pair. My own engagement ring is a pair. So I was like, you know what? Let's go with an oval. I have another oval that was a PR package. So ovals are definitely my vibe. So that is what she looks like. So it's moissanite and it is a 3 carats. That's why she looks so big. Absolutely stunning. The metal is sterling silver, and I asked for gold plating because I think I have enough silver pieces. I kind of wanted something a little bit more on the gold vibe, and this has a little pave. I don't know what the stone of the pave is. I just know that the center stone is moissanite, so if you are curious, that is all I got for you. Yeah, they were gonna engrave it and then they forgot, but they said no worries, if we do a future collab that they will engrave it. So I think that is a little bit of a pity because most of these packages, there is a button there for you to engrave. So although I did not get it engraved, they do offer that service. And for the other collaborations that I did, they usually put the engraving in there. So this one didn't have the engraving, but no worries. If you guys do purchase with them, you can engrave with them because that is an option. So that is what it looks like. Definitely show some close-ups. So if you would like 15% off, the discount code is KMIG15 for 15% off your purchase. Yeah, this would be a great little gift if you wanted to treat yourself, or if you were looking for a ring, like a travel dupe. You don't want to bring your own ring for obvious reasons. You want like a nice little pretty travel dupe that's very pretty. So I would highly recommend one of these. You can definitely style it. So I'm gonna style it. I have some pieces and things that I can style it with. So I'm gonna style it with my own wedding band. Once I find my wedding band, not sure where my wedding band is. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, so let me put on this with my wedding band so you guys can see what that looks like stacked. So that is what she looks like. Absolutely stunning. It does have a high enough cathedral so that you can put a wedding band either in the front or in the back, because the basket is pretty high. So if you do care about it sitting flush, you don't have to worry. That is not an issue for this. And if you want it styled with not a gold band, but something more like diamond, so I do have some diamond. I have a gold one that I can style it with. And I also have one that has like raised diamonds. You guys can kind of see what that looks like. So let's put one that is just a pave. That's a half band. The back is gold and then the top is pave. So you can see what that looks like. if that is what your wedding band looks like. You can see what that looks like. And then if you have more of a raised band, I can show you what that looks like. So this one is gold with cubic zirconia, and it's like a more raised one. So let's put that on there. So this one, you might have a little bit more of an issue. It might not, because it doesn't sit flush. The basket is not that high. So I would recommend that if you do get the setting, to get something a little bit more flatter, because otherwise it's a little hard to style. And if you are just getting it for like fun, let me see if I have another one that I can compare it against. You guys can kind of see the sizing. So this one is from a previous PR package. So if you want to see a size comparison between two ovals, so this one is moissanite. Oh, you can even look at the stone quality. So this one is just, I want to say like cubic zirconia, if I'm being completely honest. This PR package is 2 years old, and then this is the moissanite. So you guys can see the sizing difference and also the like material, the colorway. So how like moissanite shines. Moissanite has a higher brilliance on the scale, so it definitely has more of a firepower, versus cubic zirconia is just kind of like shiny. It's blingy, but it's clear. So I know it's kind of hard to see on camera. But yeah, in terms of sizing, so this is 3 carats and this one is a 3.5. So there is that slight difference. Let me put that on again if you wanted to see a size comparison again. So yeah, the 3 and the 3.5. The 3.5 is slightly longer. So you can see, and then on the side, I would really recommend this ring. I think this style is really classic. It might not be for everyone, so definitely do your research. But other than that, I think she is a winner. So thank you so much to Epi for today's video. Absolutely loved it. It also comes with little care instructions. And yeah, let's continue on to today's regularly scheduled program. So the next thing that you want to do is download a colorful app. So that's what I did. At the time, I was using this Chinese app that had a lot of cute little colors. And the reason I suggest this is because it's kind of similar to like Instagram. It has a lot of colors. And as humans, we find things that are colorful really fun. So since we're trying to gamify savings, if you log into your app and it's really colorful and you feel really like motivated and happy to want to use the app, that's definitely going to motivate you to want to use it. If the app is hard to use, not enticing, not aesthetic, you probably don't want to use it. At least this is something that I have found for me, and maybe this is a female thing, I don't know, but when something is pretty and something is nice, I feel more inclined to want to use it. So I would highly recommend downloading an aesthetic app or even getting an agenda. If you are not like app type of person, you could definitely just record it. I use a paper copy as well too. Like I use a combinatory of things, and having something where I can record and see the numbers really does help a lot. So I would highly recommend getting something colorful and aesthetic that will motivate you to record your expenses and your budgets and all that money goodness. Okay, so coming in at number 3. So record your wealth going up. So you can keep this as a separate tab, but that's something that really motivated me as well. Once I saw the amount of my savings going up, I felt so motivated to keep going. And when I first started, this was, I think it was 2015 when I got into all of this, I was so happy to see I had saved $25, $50 because I didn't buy something at Forever 21. That's how long ago this was. Like, I was still shopping at Forever 21. I felt so happy and proud of myself. I put something back at garage. This was obviously the very rudimentary early stages of my minimalism. At the time, I still had like a really deep shopping addiction, but that's where it started. It started with putting $15 aside, $25 aside. And I knew, I was like, this will be the foundation of me growing $1 million. So as somebody who is getting closer to my goal, and I actually had filmed and revealed my net worth. And then Will was like, what are you doing? Don't tell people, like no one needs to know. And I was like, they're right. No one needs to know my net worth, but I do think the tips can be really helpful. So I can tell you as somebody who's standing on the other side, trust guys. The $15, the $20 is going to add up. Just like I'm sure you guys have seen, the $20 and $15 works in the other direction. $20 here, $15 there adds up. And before you know it, that was $3K, that was $4K, that was $5K. It really truly does add up. So I'm trying to tell you guys that watching your wealth grow is going to motivate you like there is no tomorrow. And you have to start at the small level. You cannot see it grow at the larger level. And I truly didn't understand this when I was younger. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm never going to be rich. There's no point in trying. I'm just going to shop and have a good time. Money and being rich is for rich people. It's not for poor people. And I want to tell you guys, no, as somebody who used to be poor, you guys can definitely become wealthy. You can definitely grow it, but you have to start. You have to start at the smallest level possible. You have to respect the $5. And so that's what I'm saying. Record the wealth going up. record 20 plus 20, $40. I have $40 saved now. And then, okay, now I have $100 saved now. Now I have $1,000 saved now. Just start small and you will be so happy that you started. Okay, coming in at number 4. So record all the goodies that you want to buy. It's not a no, it's just a not right now. So that is something that helped me a lot personally. That's something that I still implement to this day. I never tell myself no. There was a period of time in my extreme minimalism where I just said no, and I got really depressed. I was like, everyone is living their best life and I can't have the things that I want. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a good enough Buddhist. I'm not a good enough minimalist, but that just didn't work for me, not being able to have the things that I wanted. So now what I do is if I want something, I put it on a list and I won't buy it for a year or 2 or 5. Like that's how long I'll wait. And then 5 years will have gone by and then I finally buy it and I'm really happy. But like I saved 10K, 20K. And then when I did buy the item that I wanted, it's like, yay, milestone. Like you hit like another 100 grand, like good job. But nobody, like for me personally, I don't think I would have been proud of myself. I wouldn't have been satisfied with myself if I bought the things up front first and I didn't put money aside. I think a thing that really helped me a lot, and I have mentioned this in other videos, is I think it was Robert Kiyosaki was like, you don't have iPhone's worth of Apple stock. Why do you have an iPhone? And so I did not buy an iPhone until I had the same equivalency in stock of the product. And now obviously I'm not saying you need to get an iPhone. I'm not saying you need to buy Apple stock. I'm not saying you need to buy stock. I'm not saying any of those things, but I'm just saying put your money health first. Then you can buy all the goodies that you want. And that's something that really helped me. And I give that advice on to my Cobra babies. Okay, so coming in at number 5, you're going to have to reject hyper consumption. You're going to have to reject hyper consumerism. And so I say hyper, like let's be for real. Like if you live in a Western society, it's going to be really hard to escape. And I'm sure you could escape it. And I think a lot of extreme minimalists have escaped it, but it's not easy. So I'm saying hyper consumption. I don't want you to beat yourself up and think you can't buy nice things. That's not the point of this video. But I don't think that the hyper extreme giant hauls that you see on the internet, I don't think those are healthy financially speaking, and obviously like for the earth as well too, but I don't think those are healthy, and those are not something you should be looking at as aspirational. There are millionaires and billionaires who do shop like that. Like I'm not knocking them, but I'm just saying for you, if you are trying to get to a better place financially, if you are trying to gamify saving, you're going to have to put on pause or be less consumeristic. You're going to have to be less materialistic, at least for a period of time. Like I'm not saying forever. I'm not asking for you to become a monk, but you're going to have to really change the relationship you have with hyperconsumption. You have to really look in the mirror and think like, why do you feel the need to have to buy those many things? And those are the questions that I asked myself. I came from a place of lack growing up. Bless my parents. I absolutely love my parents. They did the best they could as immigrants. So obviously being a firstborn daughter, I want nice things too. Like who doesn't want nice things? So I've had that personal struggle too. And I have bought a lot of the things that I want. And I do definitely live in a world of surplus now because I'm blessed financially and I'm in a really good place financially. But the thing that I'm trying to tell you is that road where I was trying to get on my feet when I had finished paying off my student debt and I didn't really have very good jobs and I was in between jobs, I had to put my foot down and be like, I have to develop a lifestyle where I can't keep shopping like this. And so I became a minimalist. Was it glamorous? Probably not. Did it look good? I even had people call me a loser, but I was like, I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. The most important thing is that I know where I'm going and I know what I want my bank account to look like, and that's the goal and that's where I'm going. And so because of that, I rejected hyperconsumption. And so I think if you are on a journey to gamify saving, the opposite thing of saving is spending money. When you save money, you haven't spent it. The opposite of that is spending money. So you're going to have to cut off spending money if you want to start saving. It's one or the other. You have to make a decision. The more you spend, the less you save. Like that's it. Like unless you have figured out a way to do the opposite where the more you spend, the more you save. I don't know. Maybe you have. Good for you. And if you have, this video is clearly not for you. But I just kind of wanted to make that more obvious statement that if you want to gamify saving, you're going to have to figure out a way to have fun saving your money. So do what you can. Become a minimalist. Be less hyper-consumeristic. Stop watching all these influencer hauls. Stop idolizing influencers. Figure out, or even celebrities. I don't know. Do people even care about celebrities nowadays? But you're going to have to cut or change or at least put on pause that relationship with hyper-consumption. And I include luxury in that because I think luxury is definitely part of that. And it was for me. Maybe it's not for you. I know not everyone is lured in by the siren call of luxury, but I definitely was. So I think I definitely want to put that in as a 5.5 point. Don't be sucked in by luxury. It doesn't do you any good. Luxury is something you should purchase when you are financially there. And I know that it's not easy, especially because like as a millennial, when I look at Gen Z's situation, financial situation, it's like, yeah, you're probably never going to get ahead. Like that is just so devastating. But because I came from an underprivileged place and I got ahead, I can tell you that no, you can definitely get ahead, and it starts with $1. It starts with you. You create your money reality. Nobody else creates your money reality. I know that's like a hard pill to swallow, and I know that's not things people want to hear. Like, no, like I'm not, I'm this, I'm that, and all the other excuses under the sun. It's true, but is that a thought that serves you? No, it's not. You have to take responsibility for the shitty position that you're in. The only one who's going to get you out is you. That's it. Like, it's you. Luckily, it's in your hands. So don't get sucked into luxury. Buy that when you are in a better financial position. Honestly, as somebody who buys it now, you'll live. Like, you're fine. Like, it's a nice to have, but it is not necessary. Don't go into financial debt buying these stupid purchases. They're not going to do you any good. You will feel a lot more happy and fulfilled having wealth in the bank. So I hope that you guys could have enjoyed this little money savings tip video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.